Everybody, Miss Sharks here, back for another tutorial video. Today I'm going to be building the DanTDM Pharaohs Tomb, as you can see, this thing. Now, I think I tried to record this before, and I think trying to place the vines may be a bit annoying, but I didn't test it before recording, so if there is an issue, then I'm sorry. But yeah, we are going to be building all this. As you can see, I have placed all of this stuff in the chests as well, but I will not be showing you where to place what. I will just do what I normally do if there's stuff in the chests, and I will just say this goes in this chest here, and then that goes in that chest, as you can see. So, blocks you're going to be needing. I'm going to start with this main cube area, and then I'm going to do with the also, it's a rectangle, not a cube. I'm going to be doing this main area, and then I'll be doing the staircase. So, blocks you're going to be needing are sandstone, sandstone slabs, cyan wool, cobwebs, chests, block of gold, blue carpet, and torches. So I'm going to start with one of the side walls. And what you are going to want to do is go one. For one of the walls, you want to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 in total. Then the wall back here, hang on, 3, 9, 11. Okay, so then this back wall here you want to turn into 11, so you want to add 10 going this way, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let me just check, that's 11 in total. Yes, it is. And then moving back this way, as you can probably guess, the wall is exactly the same length. Now what you're going to want to do is dig out this entire area, which I will quickly do my best to do. And then this is where your floor is going to be. Yeah, hopefully this won't take too long. There we go, and then fill that up with sandstone. The reason it's sandstone is just so you can get this smooth floor look. Now, I was planning on doing the full pyramid as well, but I don't know if I'll be able to do that because he only shows the front, and I don't know if I'd be able to do it. But anyway, the next thing you're going to want to do is make these walls 4 blocks high in total. So add 3 on top of that. I'm not doing this back wall yet because this is where the staircase is, so yeah. There we go. The next thing you're going to want to do is come to the back wall over here and take your gold blocks and find the exact middle. 4 and 4, yep. So, and then place a block of gold in the middle. Then these blocks here you won't be able to see, so I'm just going to place cyan wool there. But for 2 blocks either side of that, place sandstone. So you should have this. Obviously, this middle block, you can have nothing there, you can have a temporary block, whatever. And then on top of the sandstone, do two blue carpet like that on either side, and then a block of gold in front of that. So you should have this nice looking pattern. And then on top of those blue blocks here, or whatever block you've placed, 2 blocks of gold like that, and then this is the main, like tomb of the pharaoh. The next thing is come to the back wall, leave a 2 block gap on both sides of the second layer and break that like so. So it's there. And then you're going to want to light those on fire, as you can see. You're going to want to light those on fire, and then cover up the wall behind it with more sandstone. So I've not filled in the full thing, as you can see, but it wants to be covered up with sandstone. So let me just quickly grab a flint and steel and then light those on fire. There we go. And that shouldn't run out, hopefully. You can also get rid of the blue carpet and just those for now. Let's knock out some of the cobwebs, shall we? Over here in this corner, place a cobweb there. By the way, in total this room is 3 blocks high, but the reason I said to make it 4 is because this is where the roof is going to be. But I'm not going to do the roof yet. So, yeah. So your cobweb is on that one there. Then you want another cobweb. I think in front here, you want a cobweb there, next to the tomb there. Now let's move on to the side walls. So what you want to do now is with your cyan wool, this is the same on both sides, by the way. Come to the back wall again and leave a 4-block gap, and then place 3 cyan wool going to the roof, like that. Then surround the very top and very bottom with sandstone slabs, so you should have this, like that. Then in the middle of that, you want 2 double chests, like that. Well, it's 2 on both sides, but it's just 1 on each side, so a double chest there. And then repeat the pillar that you have here, like that, and that's how this side will look. And you just want to do the same thing on the other side. So let me just quickly knock that out. There we go. So that is the main room done. We just need to do the roof, the vines, and all that. So you can actually now get rid of the chests. The next thing you want to do is place come to the right hand side over here and place a cobweb on the middle one there, as well as up here, like that. Then on this side over here, place a cobweb in the top corner, same as that side over there, and then another one there. Then this wall here is, I think, where the back wall wants to be. Let me just check. So 2 and then the wall. Yep, okay, so that's all fine. And just grab yourself some vines as well, so we can try and do some of the stuff. But for this back wall over here, or shall I say the front wall, come to either side, but I will be doing this side, and you should have a 2-block gap here from where the the slab is to the wall over here. What you want to do is do 3 sandstone blocks on both sides, like that, and then you should be left with 3 in the middle, and then fill this up to the top. There we go. Then place torches either side of that. On this side over here, place a cobweb in the middle, and this side over here, a cobweb on top of the torch. Then moving back a block, place cyan wool on those ones there, with sandstone blocks on top of that. Then 2 gold blocks either side of that, and then sandstone there. And then now you can go across like that, because obviously we still have to do the roof. But let me just check some of these vines. So come to this chest on this side here, and let me just do 2 layers over here of the roof. And then you want to do vines there, and make sure they're connected to the top, so that's all fine at the moment. So the vines want to look like that on this side. On this side over here, you want 1 vine there, and then vines here, which want to hang down, which I don't know how we're... actually, I know. Place temporary blocks there, 2 vines on that, and then break the 2 blocks, and then it should continue to hang down like that. So you want that for the entrance. Hang on. Sorry, I'm trying to find my pictures. On this side over here, you want 1 vine there, and then 2 over here, like that. On the roof over here, you want a vine hanging down, so place a sandstone there, and then here is where the hole is going to be. So just basically follow what I'm doing here. You know, so the hole wants to be there in front of the pillar, and you will need a block on top of that, as you can see, to make sure that the vine actually goes down. And then once again, you will need to place temporary blocks and have the vine going all the way down, and then break that, so you should be left with that. This is why I was worried about this tutorial, like the vines and stuff like that. Then, sorry, some of my pictures aren't the best. Right, so we have 1 here, which is 2 blocks away, okay. So this one over here is where the next vine is going to be. So fill this up like that. So you should be left with this at the entrance at the moment. Then come to your front slab over here. Leave a 2 block gap, and then this next one is where that is going to be. So place a block on top of that, do your vine there, and then temporary blocks here, and just place those like that. By the way, the reason I say place blocks here and then break them is because these vines are in a really specific area where they have to hang down on this block. You know, because as you can see from the vines, they will also hang down to different areas, which you can see from these ones by the tomb, where they are a full set of 4, and same with this one. Oh wait, hang on, that one hasn't been done. Can I do that? No, I cannot. I think with some of these, you might just have to let them grow on their own, but I do not know. But yeah, you might have to let these grow themselves. Okay. Alright, so the next vine you're going to want to place is here, or above this block here. So you can fill that bit in there, and then once again surround this area like that, and then place a block on top. So let me just check. If I place temporary blocks all the way round, will the vine grow all the way? No, it will not. So I think what you're going to have to do is place them on one side and then just let them grow. Let me see if bone mealing them makes them grow. No, it does not. So unfortunately for this build, you will have to let the vines grow themselves, hopefully, so that they grow all the way round. If they don't, then I'm sorry, but I can't help you. But these are how these back ones will want to look, where they're completely filled in, like this. So let me just quickly show you where the final vine is, and then we will move on to the door. So the final vine is in front of this one over here, and it is diagonal to the gold. So it wants to be here, so fill that in, leave the hole, and then now we can fill in the roof like that, and then place the vines there, and hopefully they will grow over time. If not, then you'll just have to place them on a random side. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, alright, so sorry about that, but now let's finish off the entrance. So what you are going to want to do with the entrance way is you want to do 2 blocks back here with your sandstone. Hang on, you also need to grab yourself a lever and some sandstone stairs. So, and some normal sand. So that is 5 there. So what you are going to want to do to begin with, we have these here, and then what you're going to want to do is add an extra 4 on either side like this, so it becomes 5 in total, like that, as you can see. Then with these ones, you want to go back by 2 every single time, like this. There we go. And then your stairs want to be on those ones, like that. And how many stairs do you want? 1, 2, 3. Okay. So you want to have 3 stairs. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is too many. And then once you've got your 3 stairs, you want to place sand on this one here. So obviously grab yourself a temporary block, and then the sand is there. And then surround the stairs, like surround the sand like this. And then also on top of the light blue wool, you want to do 2 like this. And on the second one is where the roof is going to be for the staircase. So you've got 1 on each side, then the 3, and then so on. Like this. There we go. Let me just double check. Oh no, this one you want to make that 3. So with the entrance, you want to extend this to 3 in total. So basically the entrance should be 1 block like this, where you want to have a lever like that for your entrance, because there was an iron door here, I think, or a special mod door, I don't know. And then it goes down like this, and then you've got your tomb. Voila. So there we go. That is the tomb done. So let me just show you what goes in the chests. So on the left-hand chest over here, you want to have all of this, just emeralds, diamonds, gold armor with no enchantments, and a gold sword. I'll just leave that on the screen quickly. There we go. And then on the right-hand one over here, this helmet wants to be, it's an iron helmet, and it wants to be enchanted. You can put any enchantment on it, it just needs to look enchanted. Then over here, an unknown map, anywhere, just make sure it's a map. And then down here, iron boots, any enchantment you want, just needs to look enchanted. So that is this Pharaoh's Tomb completely done. And like I've said a couple times so far, these vines on the back bit over here, these need to be, filled in all the way round, but for some reason you can't do that. I don't know how I was able to do it here. Hmm. I do not know. If I find out a way, then I will, I'll post it before the end of this video. But yeah, that is the end of this video. So yeah, if you guys are new here, then we are trying to hit 2K subs by the end of the year, and if we do, I'll be doing a £50 gift card giveaway of any gift card of your choice. So PlayStation, Xbox, Amazon, anything like that. It's up to you. Yeah, so please make sure to hit that subscribe button and also like. It does help a lot. If you guys have any building suggestions, then please let me know in the comment section down below, along with any horror games you'd like me to see me play on the channel. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, guys.